Well, thank you very much, Ken Workington. Welcome, everybody, to a chilly Thursday evening at the Meadowlands. We are joined by a very special guest, and you probably recognize her, the former TV star on Housewives of New Jersey, a very successful real estate broker for Sotheby's, and a lady who is officially hooked on harness racing, Jennifer Dalton. Thanks for coming out on such a chilly evening.
Oh, thank you. I am definitely hooked on harness racing. I love it.
Well, we are so glad that you joined us tonight. When did you first get interested in our sport?
You know, you want to know something crazy? Is I was at Yonkers. My girlfriend, she used to own horses, like really good, Leslie Lobel, like all the big horses, stake horses, back in the day. And John Campbell actually drove them back in the day for her. And we were driving home, stuck in traffic in Yonkers, and I saw all these horse trailers next to me, stuck in traffic. And I'm like, look at these horses. I was like obsessed with these horses. And then I rolled down the window and I spoke to one of the drivers, and it was Pat LaChance's like assistant trainer or whatever. And then they invited me down there to see the horses, and that's how it kind of all started. And then Pat became my friend.
Well, that's pretty cool. And the tipping point for you was our Meadowlands Own a Horse promotion last year. How did you hear about it, and how did you get involved?
You know what? It popped up on my screen on Facebook. Like, I have a lot of followers and stuff, and I follow people, and it just came on my Facebook, and you know, I was like, oh my God, I should do this. And then when I got the call from Jen Borgiorno, she was like, you won for January. The first race is January 2nd, 2016. I'm like, really? I won? And I was so excited. And I called Pat LaChance and I said, Pat, listen to me. I won 10% of a horse. Can you believe it? I was so happy. He's like, little did they know that you're already a fan of the, of harness racing. And then afterwards, I called George Teague, and George Teague, I asked him, can you look up UF Fast Feeling? Because I own 10% of that horse for the month of January. Can you look him up and tell me if he's good? George was like, Yannick drives him, so I think he's pretty good. I was excited. I was so happy.
That's a pretty good vote of confidence when Yannick is driving the horse and George Teague likes the horse. And UF Fast Feeling did very well in that Own a Horse promotion, and you liked him so well, after the promotion was over, you claimed him for yourself, right?
Yep. I claimed him after the promotion was over. I got attached to him, obviously, because I'm a horse lover. And the owner at the time wasn't that happy with me, but I did claim him, and it was the best thing I ever did. Well, but now I don't want to claim any more horses. I'm not built for claimers. I'm built for condition and stake horses, I think.
Well, we know you love horses. Let's take a look at some pictures of you with your horses and various other horses. And you've done some modeling as well in the past. You had a TV show on Bravo, Pregnant in High Heels you were on, that sort of thing.
Pregnant in Heels.
And obviously you really like your horses.
I love my horses. Look at them. Look at how good they look.
They look fantastic. You're taking good care of them. Do you actually help around the barn and feed them and jog them and clean stalls?
I clean stalls. I know you would never think I would clean stalls, but I do clean stalls. I love feeding them. I overfeed them, actually, and Lindsay and Scott Blackler get so mad at me because I overfeed them. I jog them. The only one I won't jog is Up Your Game, because Lindsay Blackler actually calls her QB because she's like the queen bitch, okay? But I love all my horses. I'm obsessed with them, literally. Win or lose, I'm in love with them.
How was the transition from own a horse kind of fan, get to go back to the paddock, see the horses, to being an owner? Did somebody guide you through that, or who helped you with that process?
I have to thank you guys, actually, because without you guys giving me that 10%, I would never have received that first check. That first check, the horse did all the work, I just collected. So I'm like, this is like common sense, hello. I won, I think with the 10%, I won over $1,000. And that was only 10%. So I'm thinking if I own 100%, what I could make, And I was like, I need to get into this.
Well, you were in the winner's circle last week with PL Ichabod. Let's take a look at the stretch drive here. The horse won for fun, and you were very excited in the winner's circle. This is one of, 6 standardbreds you own right now?
Yes. I own 2 yearlings that I just bought in Harrisburg, and I own 4 racehorses.
Now, Lindsay Blackler and Scott Blackler are the trainers of your racehorses. How did you get hooked up with them?
Truthfully, I was looking for obviously I'm very high end, that's how like I am, you know. I love everything, the best quality, you know, whatever, Chanel, Hermes, all that. I love it. So I only wanted my horses to be in the best barns, you know. Like I checked all White Birch, all Gateway, all of the barns. Mark Ford was like the Ritz. Mark Ford training facility was like literally the Ritz-Carlton of all of the farms. And so I knew I belonged there. So I ended up going there, and I met Lindsay and Scott through Mark Ford, and they actually started training my horses.
Wow, that's
so they
pretty
have
cool.
my 4 race horses, and Nifty Norman has my 2 yearlings. Yeah, at White Birch.
And your 2 yearlings you bought at Harrisburg this fall to
Yep.
try the stakes program. Nifty Norman's certainly a top trainer there.
Nifty is amazing, and I have to, you know, say thank you to Charlie Carp because he's the one that helped me find those babies.
What is your goal? I mean, you got 6 horses now. Are you hoping to have 26 or
I will-
36 or
listen,
56? Where are you
listen.
going with this?
I will try my best to fill up the whole damn side of Mark Ford barn. If I could get 25 horses, I would be happy. Listen, since I, you know, own that, what is it? The
Own a Horse
Own
promotion.
a Horse
yeah.
promotion, that was last January. Okay, it's now December. It's almost a year, and I own 6 race horses. I owned UF, and he got claimed from me, and then I'm never going to do another claimer, but I own 6 horses now, 2 babies, and you know, I have to thank you guys because you guys are the ones that really introduced me to it as an owner. You know, I know Pat LaChance, I know George Teague, but you guys gave me the opportunity to know what it feels like to own a horse.
Well, we've got the Own a Horse promotion starting up again in January. You can sign up online at playmeadowlands.com. I'm sure you'd recommend that everybody sign up and hope you get picked because it's a fun experience.
I recommend that everybody signs up. I would sign up again too if I could.
Well, Jennifer, you've got 2 horses racing tonight, and we need the lowdown for handicapping purposes. Let's start in the 3rd race. You have number 1, Up Your Game, the filly that you refer to as QB.
Yeah, Lindsay calls her the QB. I love her. I think she's the most amazing horse ever. She's so affectionate and loving. I don't know what to tell you, but for me, I would bet on her. I love her.
Okay, well, there you go. So she likes in the 3rd race, number 1, Up Your Game. 8th race, number 7, PL Ichabod, looking for 2 wins in a row. Is that going to happen tonight?
Listen, I hope it happens tonight. I mean, we all hope it happens tonight, but I don't know. I have no idea. But you know what? The thing about PL is that he always tries.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's not lazy. He wants to win. So that's a good thing about him. And I think being in, you know, in the 7th hole or whatever, is it 7th hole, he's going to do fine.
Well, good deal. Well, Jennifer, you are a breath of fresh air. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for getting involved in our sport, and best of luck to you going forward, and especially tonight with your 2 horses, and happy holidays to you and your family.
Thank you, Sam. You're the best.
Jennifer Dalton from our Own a Horse promotion, who has taken it full scale here at the Meadowlands. Quick time out. We'll be back with more from the Big M.